What's up, folks? It's Joel here at the Chicago Music Exchange, and I'm very, very excited because today I get to demo for you this incredibly unique guitar. This is a Gibson EDS-1275, made most famous by Jimmy Page of the band Led Zeppelin. Might have heard of him. Pretty good at music. These are pretty much special order guitars only from like 67, 68 through the late 70s. They weren't making them as like a production model. During that time, you had to special order it. And this one has a crazy story because it's a 72, but it's not really a 72. It was a special order by a guy in like late 68, 69 with a whole bunch of very specific early mid 60s specifications, pretty much to be exactly like the double neck that Jimmy Page was playing. But the guy disappeared, like couldn't finish off paying for the special order, disappeared, resurfaced a couple years later in 1972 with the money, finished paying off the special order. Gibson finished it in 1972, but it's got 1972 pots, so it is legitimately a 1972 guitar. But what makes it not a 1972 guitar is what makes this pretty incredible. First of all, it's got one-piece mahogany necks instead of like the three-piece necks that would be on the later models. The body contours itself are these slimmer kind of SG body contour as opposed to the slightly blockier that the later stuff from the 70s would have. No volutes on the headstock, even though it's a 72. 1 11/16 nut width, not the 1 9/16 that would be common for the era. It has the actual Gibson Pearl inlay, no Made in USA stamp in the back of the headstock. And the most important thing is that it has the longer extended tailpiece, which is how Jimmy Page had his made originally, and the later versions were scooted up a little bit. You know, when you're demoing this guitar, you have to play some Led Zeppelin, obviously. You could play Stairway. I know that's like rule number one, the golden rule in all guitar stores, but we broke that rule just for you guys today, one time only. And to showcase how badass this guitar sounds, I used the incredible sounding Friedman Mini Dirty Shirley. It's incredible, never seen one like it, never gonna see one again. When it leaves here, I will be sad, but at least I got to play it for a little bit, and that's pretty cool, so I hope you like the video.